Hey everyone, welcome to the session by Intellipaat. My name is Anirudh and I hope you guys had a beautiful day today. And in this session, we're going to check out everything there is to know about Power BI, guys. So before we move ahead with the agenda for today, I would like to tell you guys to subscribe to the Intellipaat's YouTube channel and hit that bell icon so that you never miss an update from us. And on that note, here's the agenda for this session. We'll begin by quickly checking out an introduction to what business intelligence is. And later we can check out why we require business intelligence. Third, we can check out a quick introduction to what Power BI actually is, and followed by that we're going to learn the process through which Power BI works, and then we're going to check out some key features of Power BI, and lastly I'm going to help you guys with some further learning concepts at the end of it, guys. And to my special dear viewers of this particular video, as always, make sure to stick till the end of the video. I'm going to give you guys a coupon code which will help you to be a fast track, which will help you basically by giving you a fast track way, which paves you for your Power BI career, guys. So on that note, here's the first item on the agenda: introduction to business intelligence. Well, what is business intelligence? We might have heard the term business, we might have heard of the term business intelligence, but we might have not heard it together as one unit, right? I mean, sure, in a world where we are surrounded by IT, many of you guys might have actually worked with BI, know BI, or ever heard of BI. But then to check out the basic aspect of what it is, we need to start with the definition, guys. So here's a very simple definition of what business intelligence is. It is nothing but a very simple set of architectures, technologies, and considered processes. And what these does is basically it is used to convert all raw, unruly data into meaningful information, and this meaningful information at the end of the day will make the business profitable in some means. So think of it this way, right? So it converts raw data into meaningful information that drives profitable business actions, guys. So BI basically, it covers all the processes that is needed and methods that is needed. Like, there are some methods of data collection, data analysis, data storage, and so much more. So all of these data are collected from business operations, or let's say any day-to-day activities in a company. And at the end of it, all of this is analyzed, collected, stored, and operated upon, so that we can get an output, get a result, which will basically help us to optimize performance at the end of it. And business intelligence has a direct impact on the organization's strategic operations, tactical operations, and even the business decisions on a very big scale, guys. So on that note, there might be so many business intelligence tools out there. We have Tableau, we have QuickView, we have Power BI, and so on and so forth, guys. There are multiple tools out there in the world. So how are these tools selected by companies? Well, the first thing is pretty much availability and usage. They need to check out what tool is available. They need to find out what their usages are, and if it matches with what the tool is offering, then that's a tick mark, guys. And number two is how easy is it to learn and use, because even at a startup, it might be two guys who are learning a new BI tool to a Fortune 500 established firm where there are thousands of developers who sit and collaborate and work on a product. So they need to cater to each and every one of these guys to see how easy it is to learn and to use at the end of the day to help drive their business to success. And then after this, it is the quality of data visualization the tool provides. You can have basic visualizations, something which looks intermediate, and you have advanced, very beautiful looking data visualizations as well. So what is the quality of data visualization that they are looking for as a company? How much money are they willing to spend? Again, that brings us right to point number 4, which is cost and ease of setup. Because something which is extremely expensive, where the company doesn't make use of half of its features, is a waste of manpower, it's a waste of money. But then if you are picking up a data visualization tool which is just perfect for your needs in terms of cost, in terms of ease of use, in terms of setup, in terms of usage, and much more, it's going to be a perfect hit, guys. So comparing all of these 4 points, it is basically done. Sure, it is more convoluted than this, but most of these companies start out with these 4 points as the key foundations to check out what tools they can pick up for their business intelligence requirements, guys. So on that note, we need to check out why we require business intelligence. I have a couple of points down for you guys here, but then the most important things you need to know is that business intelligence helps mainly in terms of KPIs, guys. So KPIs KPI basically stands for key performance indicators, and these are the statistics, these are the numbers which help drive a data driven business to success at the end of the day. So it'll give you all the numbers from day to day activities, profits, losses, in case you're selling a product, how many units got sold, where it got sold, why a product is performing very good, why a product is not performing very good. So these why questions, W questions, what, why, when, where, the answers to all these questions are basically given by the key performance indicators, and BI helps give you an extremely good clarity in terms of that, guys. And the second thing is process benchmarking. Every company has a goal that they need to achieve, quarterly goals, half year goals, yearly goals, 10-year goals, and whatnot, right? So all these goals are put into place, and then making sure that you achieve those goals. So having a road which is attainable, where you can walk on that road and get to that goal, having a goal which is reachable basically is what I'm trying to tell you guys. And process benchmarking does just that. So with the help of business intelligence, you can get to know if you're getting closer to your goal or further away from your goal, guys. And then the next important reasons, extremely important reasons, are driving sales. Because at the end of the day, you're using business intelligence to drive a business to success entirely. You're going to use analytics, you're going to use a lot of statistics, mathematics, and everything. You're doing all of these to make sure you sell more of your products in case you're selling a product, or understand why you're not selling well enough. So driving sales is the backbone of sales is basically the backbone of any product based company, and then helping sales to do better, to fare better in this competitive world is always an advantage, guys. And the next reason why you would require business intelligence is because of business problems. Any business, small, intermediate sized, or large ones, face problems on multiple levels. So having a solution to understand what the problem is about and why the problem was faced by that particular company is extremely vital, as I'm stressing, for any company, guys. So understanding that problems and catering to provide a solution is very vital there as well. And then for a developer, all of these was for companies, right? So for a developer, how is it good enough? Well, a business intelligence job, as you can become an business intelligence engineer, business intelligence architect, developer, and whatnot. So all of these jobs are extremely high in demand, and these are the jobs, these are the top, business intelligence is one of the top 10 careers for the year 2020, and there are surveys which say that business intelligence has taken off on a very large scale, and it's going to stay on the top 1 to 5 positions for the next 5-10 years as well, guys. So it is highly in demand, it is trending, and I would urge you guys to take a deeper look and jump on the trend train as well. And then coming to job abundance again, in this competitive world, more the job openings better, right? So you might be thinking business intelligence might be a niche concept because not many companies are a part of it. Well, let me tell you that almost every big firm, it's not supposed to be big firms, it's almost every firm which needs some sort of analysis from the data has used or is using business intelligence tools, and this opens up a world of opportunity for all of the learners, guys. So this quickly brings us to the introduction of Power BI. So what is Power BI? Well, Power BI is nothing but a tool which is used to attain business intelligence, guys. So it is a business analytics solution that lets you visualize your data, share insights across your organization, inside your teams, outside your teams, in fact even to a different organization as well. And then later, whatever graphs, visualizations you have put out from your data, you can put it in an application, you can put it on a website and show them and use them later as well, guys. So basically, it allows you to connect hundreds and hundreds of data sources and bring your data to life with live dashboarding and reports, guys. So basically, this is what you can see, right? So you have certain numbers which might not make sense, but then at the end of the day, if you convert numbers to these beautifully looking graphs and visualizations, then that has so much impact for a non-technical person, for a person who's from a business domain, or let's say in a board of directors meeting as well, because at the end of the day, visualizations and images attract the human consensus pretty much 3,000 times faster than numbers as well. It's something that I read last year. So on that note, why do you have to use Power BI in particular? It's an offering from Microsoft, as you guys might know it, and Power BI is again a giant in the world of business intelligence, guys. So the first reason of why you should use Power BI is to help you make informed decisions very quickly, guys, and not just informed decisions, not informed in just any simple way. You're gonna have all the details, you're gonna know your data in and out with respect to visualizations, with respect to what your data is doing, why it is acting the way it is, and what is the outcome, and how good or bad is the outcome, guys. So all of these will help the company, in terms of the associate level all the way till the director, CTO, CEO levels, and to help them basically take a very good decision and do this very quickly as well, guys. So this brings us to the next reason of why you should consider Power BI. Power BI is basically, this one tool with so many features that it pretty much, help you connect your data, connect your models. It'll help you model the data that you're connecting, and then pretty much, you can explore your data. You can create all of these very good looking visualizations, visual reports basically, and then you can talk to your multiple teams about it. You can talk to just one team, designer team, business intelligence team, sales team. You can have all of these guys collaborate, pitch in on what they want to see at the end of the day, and then publish it to them, and eventually share it to all your board members or other members of the teams as well, guys. So this brings us to the next reason of why you should consider Power BI, especially this particular reason, guys, because there's a statement which I read. It says that Power BI pretty much is again one of the most well-faring BI tools in the world today, and I think this reason pretty much this reason of why you should use BI actually connects to that. Basically, what we're trying to say here is that you can take data from hundreds of sources, like I just said, and no matter where your data lives, Power BI has the ability to connect it and pull it and pretty much give you visualizations based on that as well, guys. And not just any visualization, you can have stunningly amazing looking interactive visualizations which will catch a lot of attention of a lot of people as well, guys. So then there's another reason which is again very good. As a company, collaboration is a foundation, right? So all your reports which will get published among your teams, all your dashboards which will get published among your teams, basically all of you guys together will come share insights about what's going on. All of you will have an idea of how your business is doing, and this will help you understand your business inside out thoroughly, guys. So what that further does is pretty much that will help you take your desk to wherever you go, because at the end of the day, Power BI apps can talk to any of the apps basically built by Microsoft, and all of these will give you very good seamless access to insights whenever you want, at your home, at your office, or if you're on the move as well, guys. So this brings us to the actual process of how Power BI works. Well, guys, to simplify it, I'm going to take it very slow, since the intent here is to make the all of the audience from the beginner level to the advanced level understand this. So I'm going to be a little slow here, and I hope you guys catch on to what I'm saying. So this is how Power BI works basically in the chain, guys. So there are pretty much 5 major steps of how it works. Step 1 is data connection. Next we have data transformation, we have data modeling, we have data visualization, and data reporting as well, guys. So coming to the first step, which is data connection, as I've already told you, you can talk to hundreds of resources at the same time and get Power BI to pretty much pull all the data from any, let's say, Twitter, Facebook, it can be any big data solutions, Hadoop, Hive, Pig, any of these guys can talk to Power BI and get the data into your system where it can be processed and worked on. And the best part, in my opinion, about the data connection part of Power BI is that it is extremely simple to import data into Power BI, or let's say you want to upload a custom file on your own and you just don't want to pull data from anywhere else. Guys, Microsoft Power BI's interface is so simple, it actually makes it very easy even for a beginner to get started on this, guys. So coming to data transformation, which is the second step basically. So after data loading, what the data needs to be done at this point of time, your data will be very unruly, it will be very shabby, it will be very raw. There's a good chance it will not be structured as well. So basically we do this step which is called as pre-processing. And pre-processing, the literal term is data shaping or data transformation as well. So in this pre-processing we do a lot of changes and transformation in the data so that the next steps becomes very easy and maintains very good accuracy as well. So processing, how is it done? Well, basically we can do a lot of changes to the data that's present. You can rename your columns, you can rename your tables, you can change the type of data. So you can convert text to numbers to text, you can modify the rows, modify the columns, modify the data with each and every cell in the two-dimensional matrix of the data that you see, and much more, guys. So data transformation plays a very vital role as a second step into achieving very good visualization. And this brings us right to the third step, which is data modeling. Data modeling, again, is a very important step, because data modeling will help you enhance your data in a way where when you're doing visualization, you do not pick up on any outliers, or you do not pick up on any data which will basically hurt your visualizations and decrease the accuracy of your model. So to do that, we need to enhance our data. We need to make sure that the data is extremely efficient, it is extremely to the point, where when we go ahead and graph it out, it looks perfect, guys. So basically, how is this done? Well, data can be enhanced by doing a lot of things, guys. You can do a lot of calculations on the data, you can have some hierarchies, you can map your data one to other, you can give relations to your data, you can have certain set of measures where you're pretty much asking your data to stay in a certain set of limits. You can build certain relationships among a couple of rows, couple of columns, and much more, guys. So the data is enhanced basically to make it more efficient to the next step, which is data visualization. This is the heart of Power BI, because this is where pretty much your data goes from looking like numbers or something on a spreadsheet to graphs, guys. And not just any graphs, those are beautiful looking visualization, as I'll just show it to you in a moment. But then this is a very important step, because you will not just have access to one or two types of graphs. You'll have a variety, you'll have a plethora of visualization types where you can go on to use it based on your personal requirement, guys. So this will feel like a tailor-made requirement to any company who require business intelligence. And then since they offer loads and loads of tools for us, it is actually one of the main reasons why Power BI will give you these attractive looking, amazing and beautiful reports, guys. So this brings us to the biggest advantage, basically, is that let's say you guys might have questions in the comment section, basically, which says you might not have any coding experience, but then is Power BI for you as well? Guys, know that the advantage of Power BI is that even a person who is an MBA, who's a business guy, who has never written a single line of code in his life, can come up with extremely good analytics using Power BI, guys. And then this is a very high paying job as well. The average salary is very high. And then if you can think about being in the information technology sector without writing code, then business intelligence could be one of your ways to actually amassing a lot of wealth and at the same time enjoying your job. Because for me personally, I love seeing visualizations as the output of Power BI, guys. And this brings us to the next step, which is basically data reporting. By data reporting, basically what we try to do is, Power BI comes up with a lot of services. There is much more than what meets the eye in terms of Microsoft services, any services, of course. And then these basically dashboards are used to create reports. These reports can be physically created, they can be put on a website, they can be published and exported in a very secure manner as well. So it is not that you create a couple of graphs and anyone can access those graphs, guys. So these are done under very high encryption, and you can export it and publish it and much more as well, guys. So coming to another important point of data reporting is that it is not a manual task. In fact, Power BI supports automatic data refresh, which can be set up once and then left as is. And what this does is, this will give you almost real-time analytics of trends and results. So it will update itself on its own, and you do not have to have a human there intervening, putting in the new results, putting in new visualizations and whatnot, guys. So it supports an automatic data refresh, and this, in my opinion, is a very good advantage of a business intelligence tools, guys. So this brings us to the key features of business intelligence, guys. Give me a moment, let me quickly grab a gulp of water, and I'll be right back in the next 20 seconds. So guys, I'm back. I want to tell you guys to head to the comment section and let me know if you are very keen about Power BI, what your opinion is about Power BI, and in case you do know anything about or you have worked on it, then guys keep the comment section very interactive, as we at Intellipaat love it and you as learners love it even more as well, guys. So anyway, coming back to the presentation, key features of Power BI. The first most important feature that I could think of was the usage of artificial intelligence, guys. So basically you can do any sort of text analytics, you can do any sort of image recognition by using Power BI as well. And then this is done basically by teaching machines to do stuff on their own, what we basically call as machine learning, if you guys do not know the term. But then for the people who do, then we use a lot of machine learning models which has the capability to automatically learn and integrate with their entire cloud platform, which is basically Azure, Microsoft Azure platform. And then there's something called Azure machine learning as well. And then Power BI has the ability, it is ready and it talks to Azure machine learning in a way where at the end of the day, even machine learning's goal is to achieve artificial intelligence. So with the help of visualizations, future predictions, trend analysis, and much more, guys. So the next key feature is something called as hybrid deployment support, because Power BI comes with these so-called connectors, and these connectors will allow Power BI tools to connect with again a number of different data sources, again as I've been stressing, because it is extremely important in a world which generates terabytes worth of data every single hour. Yes, you heard it right, every single hour there are terabytes and terabytes worth of data throughout the world. And then knowing that you can probably use it and connect to it very easily and pull the data through is very simple and doable in terms of Power BI, guys. So you can have the data coming from any Microsoft's platform, from Salesforce, which is a very good CRM tool, and many other vendors as well, guys. And this brings us to the next key feature, which is getting quick insights out of your data. Well, one of the most important thing that you need to know is your data might be large and you might not have to visualize it all at once. So having very good interest in getting quick insights basically allows the users to create, let's say, a smaller chunks of data or subsets of data. And then what you can further do is you can apply analytics to those small amounts of information rather than the entire thing, because you do not want the entire thing and you want a part of it. So again, Power BI has the capability and very easily so to in fact do this as well, guys. And then the next thing is something called as data model support. And data model support is basically we're going to use a lot of data, again as I've been mentioning, and making sure your data schemas are understood by the model. Supporting a plethora of tools again requires a lot of variety of data which can be read and understood in terms of the point of development of Power BI. So you'll have a lot of entities, a lot of attributes, a lot of relationships, basically giving you this entire data schema where one common model can talk to a large group of data connectors and data inhibitors, guys. So basically some ways you want the data, some places you don't want the data. That is what inhibitors actually mean. So where what data you need to pick up from and what data you should not pick up, data model support will do just that. And the next thing in my opinion is something really nice, and I have personally used this as well, guys. So it's basically Microsoft's NLP, natural language processing, and Microsoft's virtual agent, which is Cortana. So I'm sure many of you guys might have used Cortana if you're Windows users, or you've used it elsewhere as well. So this is actually extremely popular on mobile devices, and this will allow you to basically talk to your computer, and verbally you can ask your computer, you can ask Cortana using a certain set of queries, as we call it, and then Cortana will give you all of those results, and you do not have to type it out manually, guys. So Cortana is a beautiful digital assistant by Microsoft, and it is completely supported and talks really nicely to Power BI, and it makes our task of typing and verbally querying data out impossible. And this basically I know 60 or 70% of the users who talk to their computers when they're doing business intelligence, and personally they're actually going about telling their queries out to the computer so that Cortana can hear it, convert it into text, and actually execute that query, guys. So this brings us to the next thing, which is the most important key feature when it comes to Power BI. It is the customizations. Thousands and thousands of different types of visualizations, different types of reporting aspects, hundreds of variables that it can look at the same time, guys. You can import any new tool which is from the entire Microsoft's a domain, and this will basically help you change the appearance of anything that you look at on a visualization screen. And this can be only done by the creativeness and the thinking, the thought process which went into designing Power BI, guys. In fact, here is a dashboard. So this is a Power BI dashboard, and this is what it would look like on a phone and a laptop as well, guys. So you have lots and lots of data. You have graphs, you have a map, you have heat maps, and then you can track each and everything that you can think of. And in fact, to the uninitiated people who might have not done sales, it will track everything that you might have never thought of before as well, guys. So it is extremely intelligent on its own, and with all of these insights that you've never had before, this will give you a clarity throughout your product, throughout your domain, your hold in this world of products like no other, guys. In fact, here is another dashboard which is basically from the retail sector of, it's basically another sales dashboard, and this is done somewhere in the in the part of the United States of America. And then you can get details such as how much products you sold per square feet of that particular city, guys, per square feet. Think about that. And then you can get the total sales. What is the sales per square feet? Again, as I told you, what was this year sales, how many stores got opened, total sales this particular year sales, what's the target, how far away from the target, how to achieve that target. Pretty much, guys, everything that you can think of, you can achieve in terms of the Power BI dashboard. Again, here is another very good looking dashboard, guys. So this is again something related to the number of times and requests, website outage, and so much more. But then again, let me quickly head back. You can see the difference in between these particular dashboards and how unique each of them look, guys. So this can be catered to the business's needs, and this can be designed to look as beautiful as it can, and with all the data that you particularly need in your organization, guys. So that brings me to my final thoughts, guys. So this is one really good quote about statistics which I really like. It says it is easy to lie with statistics, but it is extremely hard to tell the truth without it. This is by a person named Andres Dunkels, and I absolutely love this quote, guys. Again, you need to know that having a Power BI job is one of the most trending jobs, one of the most high paying jobs in the world today, and particularly in the next decade, guys. So pretty much that is going to bring us to this section to help you guys further learn on Power BI or any other concepts. Again, I champion another quote which I really like: an investment in knowledge always pays the best interest, guys. It is a very strong quote. It is by Mr. Benjamin Franklin, and you guys in the audience absolutely love this quote as well. So if you guys want to know more about Power BI, or if you guys want to know about anything in the IT world, any technological concept, guys, head to our YouTube channel and make sure you guys have hit that bell icon, because you will be notified as soon as we put out that video, and then you can pretty much jump on the content and watch it first, guys. But then if you're not much of a YouTube person, but then you're more of a reader, then we have an entire Intellipaat's blog channel set up for you guys, where we have software architects, subject matter experts, and so many people in collaboration, where we write blogs, we take in requests for both videos and blogs, and then we put out very nice content for you guys as well, guys. So basically we have something called as Intellipaat community as well. Intellipaat community is where we have people from the very young ages all the way till the elders who are very much keen and interested about the world of IT, and we get so many technical questions. So make sure you guys check out the Intellipaat's community page as well, guys. So let me quickly guide you through our business intelligence architect master's course here at Intellipaat. This is a very well regarded course because again, we are doing this entire course right in collaboration with Microsoft's people who are the collaborators, who are the founders of Power BI, guys. This will help you gain at most proficiency in business intelligence, because you will work on real world projects. In this case, you will work on projects in terms of Informatica, Tableau, Microsoft's Business Intelligence, Power BI, MS SQL, data warehousing, guys, much more. You can of course preview our course video by clicking on the link here, and then we offer two particular ways of courses, guys. So we have something called as instructor-led training and self-paced training. In terms of instructor-led training, we have 150 hours of highly interactive instructor-led training where you're in a live session where an instructor is teaching, and you can talk to the instructor, pause the session, ask all your doubts and get your doubts cleared as well. But then we have something called a self-paced training as well. Self-paced training is where you watch recorded videos and you can do it at your particular convenience. Let's say you're a very busy person who might not be able to make time for the instructor-led program, then you can buy our self-paced training as well. But then do not worry, guys, you're going to get in touch with our sales team, and we are extremely flexible with our particular scheduling as well. And then you have 300 hours of real-time projects after every single module, because at the end of the day, we believe here at Intellipaat, we believe that having the real-time project experience, understanding where you're going, and then having the relevant experience which will help you for your resume, for your career ahead, is a goal here, guys. And then you will have lifetime access to all of our courses. I mean, whatever courses you have picked, all of the modules in those courses, and then let's say you pick up more than one course at the same time as well, guys. So you can have lifetime access. You will get free updates to the latest version. So let's say 10 days from now, 10 months from now, 10 years from now, you're going to come back and revise and relearn again. You're going to have the access to it for your lifetime, and you're going to learn the latest thing at that particular point of time, guys, because we at Intellipaat, we constantly update our courses as per the requirement, guys. And then you get 24/7 lifetime technical support and query resolution as well. You will get certificates which are globally recognized. You get job assistance, and again, flexible scheduling, as I said, guys. So you can download our entire curriculum by clicking on this particular box. But then you will learn everything from Microsoft SQL. You're going to learn the Tableau desktop course, Power BI live course. You're going to get the Informatica thing, and here are in fact, I just opened up the Tableau course content, and here you can learn what you're learning in pretty much each of the modules. What are the hands-on exercises which follow it, guys? There is so much of detail here. You can see our projects here. What is the problem statement, description, highlight of that particular project of that module, and then you have Power BI courses, Informatica Developer and Admin, Azure Data Factory, MSBI, ClickSense, SQL DBA, data warehousing, data modeling, guys, much more out here. So here would be the learning path to become a master in business intelligence, guys. So you're going to start with data warehousing, and after the end of 32nd week of learning, you will be basically called as a business intelligence architect, and this will be helpful for you to clear a couple of certifications. You can clear Microsoft SQL server certification, Tableau desktop qualified associate exam, then you can clear MCSE as well, which is basically the business intelligence certificate, another business intelligence certification exam, Informatica's Power Center, again, Power Center developer, Power Center administrator. Then you've got the 7761 SQL server, 7762 certification from Microsoft as well, guys. So this is what the certificate will pretty much look like, and the best part is that this will pretty much be recognized in 80 plus top MNCs such as Ericsson, Cisco, Cognizant, Sony, Musigma, Saint-Gobain, Standard Chartered, TCS, Genpact, Hexaware, and much more, guys. So you can read and listen to and view some of our customer ratings and reviews as well, and we have an entire FAQ section where we've pretty much tried to answer all the questions as learners which you might have. But then there might be more questions that you might come across, guys. But then before that, I have to fulfill my promise, which is exactly this, guys. So sorry. So I'm going to give you a coupon code which is YouTube 30, YouTube in caps, and 30 numeric, and this is going to give you a flat 30% off on our particular courses, and then you can use this across our website, in fact, and get really good deals on all of our courses, guys. And then since it is holiday season, then pretty much you can get in touch with our sales team, and we can whip up attractive offers for all of you guys. So on that note, pretty much you've reached the end of this session, guys. So if you have any queries, any suggestions, any recommendations, or any video requests, make sure to hit us up in the comment section. And then if you're interested to pick up any of our courses, or if you're confused about what course you have to pick up, and then or if you have any general queries regarding the courses as well, guys, make sure to dial us up on the numbers given on your screen. We have the Indian number and the US number as well. But then if you're more of an email person, you can shoot us a mail, sales@intellipaat.com, and we'll be happy to cater to you at the earliest. And as always, we have our course advisors standing by 24 hours, 7 days of the week, 365 days of the year to cater to all of our learners, guys. So on that note, pretty much I want to wish you guys a very happy new year in advance from all of us here at Intellipaat as well. So as always, pretty much it was an amazing session interacting with you guys, and I'm always excited for the next one, guys. So hope to see you there. Good night.